Well, here I am in my dashing new hat. So, allow the piss take to begin. But I bought it, and this is a thing for my sister back at home. She said that because I wanted to get one before I left, but I never got around to it. And she said, "Well, you'll probably pick one up, and you'll probably pick it up from somewhere memorable." And I've certainly done that because I'm now at Standing Bear Farm and Standing Bear Hostel. And Standing Bear Hostel is basically like combining a hostel with a shelter. It's very basic, and the guy who runs it's one stick short of a bundle. Nice enough, but like I say, one stick short of a bundle. So I had a bit of a hard day today because I got a bad cramp in my leg, and apparently that might have been exacerbated by me using knee supports. So there's a tip for you: if you start getting a cramp and you're wearing big knee supports that's restricting blood flow, take them off. I can never work out how to get this hat straight, because you put it on straight on your head like you think you do, and it looks crooked. But I didn't buy it for style. I bought it so I wouldn't get so sunburnt later on. So like I said, had a hard day, pushed reasonably hard because I really wanted to get far, and I kind of collapsed. Unfortunately, or too literally. Luckily it was at the end of the day, and I just went down to sit down, and I just fell down and just started saying fuck over and over again, and I was just not a happy bunny. But I did get trail magic today. There was two, in fact. One was for Easter, because happy Easter, and then as you who are friends with me on Facebook will have seen my Easter egg that I found, and it was an irony because I was walking and a family of day hikers walked past, and one of the little kids said Happy Easter, and I said, "Is it Easter?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's Easter Day." And I was like, "Oh, I've lost track of time." And then I thought, and I went, "Where am I going to get an egg?" And in the middle of the forest, and then I came across some trail magic in a box and just full of boiled eggs, coloured eggs. So I picked out one and had it, and it was delicious. In fact, I had two, don't tell anyone. So yes, that was really good, and it was a big pick-me-up. And for those of you watching, in case you want to do it, you will get confused, very confused, when you hit I-40, I think it's called. Like I say, if you're trying to get to Standing Bear Hostel or around there, I-40 it leads onto a road, and you have to follow the road round, and it's just very confusing. So don't despair if you get confused, because I did. You're just going to have to, basically you come out, you turn left, you go over the bridge, you turn right, and then you should see the white blazers. Keep on going, and you'll find some steps. You go up the steps and you're there. It sounds simple, but it really isn't, because there's no way you can tell that's where you're supposed to be going. People keep on saying they should change it, but anyway. I'm going to be doing another video, but just for clarity and kind of to continue with the timeline, I have decided that I need to get a new pack. The one I've got is just not going to work, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get part exchange for it, or if I'm going to be able to, as in I exchange it with something, or there's apparently a low alpine. There's a guy, basically I'm trying to get to Hot Springs, which is the next big stop. I'm going to take a 0-day there. There's I think it's called Bluff Mountain Outfitters, and there's a guy there who's really good at sorting out packs, so I'll sort out a new pack from him. He may take my pack off my hands for me. If not, then one of the guys is happy to run my pack down to the local outfitters, and this other outfitter that carries low alpine, and see if I can't get exchanged there. If not, there's a second-hand gear place that might take it off my hands for some money. Failing that, there's also Donna again. Might call upon her to sell it on Craigslist, or I send it home to the UK if it's not too expensive, and my dad will go over to I will ask my dad if he's not too busy, not to be presumptuous because I know he's watching, though I probably have asked him, to go over to the outfitter, so-called outfitter now. Now I know what outfitters are actually like. It's nowhere near like an outfitter. take it back and basically try and insert this pack into him one way or another, because he's a prick and he had no idea what he was talking about, and anybody worth their salt would have known that. Anyway, not to get too bitter, so I'm going to get rid of my pack because it's just too thin around my waist, and I should have known it. Like, people who have been watching for a long time, or if you go back and watch my gear video at the very beginning, I made a big deal of making sure that, saying that your pack and your boots are the two things you get right. If you get nothing else right, get your pack and your boots sorted. And I compromised on the pack, exactly what I said I shouldn't do. So I should have known better, but I didn't. But this is why I do these videos, is for you guys to learn from my mistakes. So if you're going to get a pack, one thing to keep in mind is, like, if you go and you're getting your pack sorted, if the guy who is talking to you in the shop is not passionate about it and is not measuring you up or talking about different ones or making sure that every strap is done and you know every strap and everything, if he doesn't see it as his calling, one guy described it as like getting a suit made, getting it tailored. If he's not got the attitude of a tailor, if he's just kind of picking one off the rack, you don't want a suit from that place, and you don't want a pack from the same guy either. So, and if you go to places near the trail, I'm sure it will be more expensive. But if you can, if you live in America and you live near an outfitter like, I can't remember the term now, but it's like, it ends with I, it's like ROI or something. You might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's an outfitter that's very well known, it's very good. But, any place like that, and the two brands you should be looking out for are Osprey and Gregory's, apparently. And because they'll stand by their packs and they'll get you sorted. Like I say, I wish I'd known that beforehand, but now I can pass on this information to you guys so you don't make my mistake. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. And yeah. For Brits, I don't know if there are outfitters. Like, I went to a place called Cotswold World or something, which was in Bristol, and there's apparently other outlets as well, but I went to the Bristol one, and that's where I got it, and as I've said, not very good. If there are true outfitters out there who do treat you like that, well, frankly, post a comment below, and I'll put an annotation when I've got time, when I'm back home or something, I'll mention it, because I really do want people to know that there are brands out there, or outfitters or groups or whatever, that people can go to who actually are true outfitters, who actually get you sorted. Anyway, this video's gone far too long. But like I say, one thing I should say about Standing Bear, very quickly, it's a bit of a shock to the system because, like I say, the other hostels, like, in comparison to Neil Cap, this is very basic. Maybe it's just the lack of, it doesn't have Wi-Fi, and that's kind of a kick in the teeth for me. But it's a bit rustic, and it gives you a real flavour of the South. Not in a nasty way, but you do feel kind of, this is, hick town, I guess you would call it, but I don't mean to be offensive, it's just, it kind of gives you a real sense of the salt of the earth kind of thing. Anyway, before this gets any more offensive or any more long-winded, I'll end it here. Thanks to all you guys, and I'll be uploading these when I can, and I apologise if they all come in a big lump over the time I spend in Hot Springs. I'll try and not overload you. Anyway, I'll catch you again. Like I say, I'm going to do several videos in Hot Springs more than likely, so I'll see you all then. Okay, bye.